I'm Jen Evans, Heidi Swapp Social Media Manager and Customer Service Representative. Today I'm answering the number one question I get asked. How do I get a perfect foiled image of my Minc? It's all on the paper, baby. Today I'm sharing the secret behind the perfect foiled images with the Minc. It's all about the paper. Hundreds of Minc products have already been designed on the smoothest paper possible, like this from Dear Lizzie's collection with American Crafts. It even has a heat setting right on the packaging. So let's open it up and see what's inside. The Minc products come in a package, and this particular package you can set on a 3 because it's a normal Minc paper. And you can see all the different designs on here. Anything that, like I said, is in black will change to the foil. So there's this one's by Dear Lizzie, and sometimes it has patterns and cards and things you can use for home decor. Anything that you see colored, though, will not Minc, but anything here like that pineapple will foil. So that's what's kind of special about the Minc products. It's sometimes you can customize it to your project, and sometimes it already has a little bit of color already added to the paper. There are hundreds of products out there already with the Minc label on them, and I wanted to show you some of the special papers that just came out in the new release that you can do custom work. This is the canvas paper, and you can see it's got some texture to it. That's kind of nice to make your own books and things like that. This is the acetate. That is a clear sheet of acetate. That's new. I got a couple packages of that. They're a lot of fun for clear dividers and things like that for your planner. This is vellum. And of course, any other vellum will also work. You just need to be careful of the surface. But this vellum, will run through the Minc. And these are lamination pouches that are brand new. And these are designed specifically for this machine. So I gathered some papers that I see the most questions about, and so I wanted to show you. And then I also grabbed some papers that I know will work the best. This particular paper is from Basil. It is from their smoothie collection. It is called Coconut Swirl. It is white, and it is, as its name, smooth. So this paper works really great in the Minc. This is a black cardstock that I have just picked up at a local craft store. It comes in a big, large pack, but you can see that in the light it has some texture into it, even though it is a smooth paper. This is a craft paper. It is a smoother craft than some of the other crafts that I've used. This is by Basil. This, even though it is smooth, you can see that it has some fibers in it. And some people like this in the Minc and some people don't, but we'll see the results and you can decide. This is a smooth cardstock by Basil Basics paper. I'm going to try my best to get the names into the video so that you can see, but I will also be adding them in the description box below for the YouTube video, so that way you can take a look at each one. As you're shopping around for papers, you might see that some of them are smooth, some of them have like this weave in it. You can look really closely to this paper and you can kind of see that weave texture in it. So when you're shopping for your paper, you're going to try to find smooth paper, and I'll show you in the video why you want to have smooth paper instead of the weave. This Basil paper is from their Bling collection, and maybe you're out looking for paper and you really like that shine. And we'll show you in what happens in the Minc with the shine. So I'm going to get up close and personal with some of these papers so that you can really see the texture. Got to get them close to the camera lens so you can kind of see with the light. But this particular paper, you can see that there is a texture, even though it's smooth to touch, that there is a texture to the paper. There's some lines in that paper. So when you're picking out your invitations to foil or to print on, to do them from home, you're going to want to feel the paper, make sure that there is isn't any of these lines on there, and you'll see why. Here's a smoother paper. See the difference? There, it's smooth and there's no texture. This is called an orange peel texture, and you can see that there's like, it really does look like an orange peel on the paper. So when you're pulling out papers from your stash or shopping for paper, you're going to want to really pick it up and see and feel the paper and see if it's going to work for what you want. Scrapbook paper is the same way. You can print on scrapbook paper through your laser printer. And when you're looking for paper, you're going to try and make sure like this paper has a mixture of glitter paper. So that's not going to really do well in the Minc or your laser printer. So check your paper to see this one is smooth and this one will work really great. So that's what I'm going to be printing on. So I am going to be printing on a traditional printer. So I'm trimming my paper down to 8.5 by 11. So when you pick a font to print, you're going to want to pick something thick so that the most toner can be laid down on the paper. Fine little tiny lines really don't have enough toner to really react in the Minc. So I used this printable, and I will be linking to it in the description box below so that you can download it as well. And I printed on every single piece of paper that I showed you so that you can see. So see here, this texture paper picked up all of these specks of toner when it ran through because it has this texture. And so it was like pulling along in my printer, the ink. And so that is every little bit of toner is going to show. So here is the black paper I showed at the beginning. And I'm going to show you how to foil this in your Minc. So I'm actually using two different pieces that I showed you. One is a Minc paper that comes in the Minc collection. It is on specialized smooth paper that will react in the Minc perfectly. I'm also using that black paper that it feels smooth, but it's got a little bit of that texture in it, and it's kind of hard. It's the questions I most get in customer service. I'm also going to use the new champagne foil because, well, it's gorgeous. So let's just open that puppy up and see what it looks like on this black. So I'm always using my foil scissors. I'm not using paper scissors or anything else. I use these specific scissors. There's nothing special about them other than I only use them for foiling, for my foils. So I know that they're sharp and that my foil is not going to get wrinkles because that's going to make a difference on your project if it has wrinkles in it. So I'm going to lay that down, and I'm trying to fit it into the carrier sheet so that I'm not going to waste much foil doing that. And then I'm going to also foil this little piece at the same time. So we can, you can do multiple projects and foil several projects in one 12 by 12 carrier sheet. Something that I did not do is I forgot to like wipe my area down with the Swiffer or dust cloth. Totally forgot to do that. So sometimes that dust particles can make a difference. I didn't see many dust particles in my area or on my foiling project. Maybe a little on the bottom. You can see a piece of dust that got on there and didn't foil. I'm keeping this negative because it's pretty awesome. I'm going to use it for another project. So I cannot believe I did this on film, but I mean, I'm kind of glad that I did because I can show you what happens. I did not cover my project all the way with the foils, so some of the toner got onto my carrier sheet. And so I'm going to have to clean that with a magic eraser or alcohol wipes or something to get that clean before my next project. But the champagne looks just beautiful on the black. I love it. I'm going to go ahead and pull the stack of papers, and I printed everything onto the papers that I showed you with a pink. So this is on vellum, and it looks amazing on the vellum. Just beautiful and 100% perfect. Same with this coconut swirl paper. And you can see how beautiful the foil is. Perfect application. This is also the smoothie collection, and you can see how perfect the foil went, and there was no problems whatsoever. You can see that. This is the craft paper. Remember, the craft paper has a bit of fibers in it, and a lot of handmade papers can have that. And so some people don't mind this, that there is a little bit of black toner that you can see through, and you can see in the negative that there is some specks on the words, so it's not going to foil perfectly. I get that a lot, like, why didn't my project foil perfectly? And this is the reason why. The craft paper, unlike this scrapbook paper, it has fibers in it so that the toner cannot stick to those fibers. And so when the toner doesn't stick, the foil doesn't stick. And so that's the problem. This was really funny. Make sure that on the back of your papers do not have a UPC label, because the UPC labels are made with toner ink. And of course I didn't see that. And so it completely got toner on my cherry sheet. I have to clean that as well. So when you get a perfect foil, you will see that the letters are 100%. There's no detail at all inside the negative of those letters. And you can see that it's completely clean and clear. And that's because the paper was clear. And this was that smoothie collection from Basil Paper. You can find lots of papers that don't have that texture on it in stores, but when it does have the texture, this one is a really good example that you will get an imperfect foiling job. This is the one that has the bling collection, and it has texture, it has that coating on there, and that coating could have like some polymer in there, which is polymers made, same thing that's made, the toner's made from. It has a plastic in there, and so it could foil and have imperfections all over the paper. So you want to make sure that you don't pick anything that has a shiny surface to it, because you could completely react in there. So this paper actually had some of that on there, and you can see all of these specks that completely got in there. I didn't even foil this because I knew that it would just be a waste of foil, because it had all those specks were going to transfer to my to the foil as well. So you can see how smooth and beautiful this these last two prints came out, especially on this Minc acetate, and how perfect the application was. I am so excited for this video. I know it's going to help so many people pick out the right paper to work with their Minc for their custom projects, whether or not it be for your home decor, wedding, or even your stationery. You're going to love the results you get with the Minc. So until next time, create often.